What's up, everybody? What's going on, everybody? It's Letitia with Barefoot Gardening. I hope that you are doing absolutely well today. I'm starting the seeds. In my last video, I told you I was going to start basil and oregano, and I had a little hiccup in my schedule. I didn't actually think I was going to get it done, but I am. So one of the hiccups was I had to go pick up little big girl Farmer from school, and so I didn't get it done when I wanted to, but she seems content playing in the sand right now in her little play area, so I'm gonna get some of this done. My second hiccup was I didn't have any perlite, so this is peat moss here, and the only thing I had in my shed was vermiculite. I have purchased the vermiculite for my citrus trees. My plan is still to repot them. I have to do that, but so I purchased this and some cocoa coir for my citrus trees, and but that's all I have in my shed, so that's what I'm going to use right now. My understanding is the difference between perlite is that white ball stuff in your soil, beginner gardeners, if you didn't know that, and vermiculite is kind of like perlite, except it's really, really fine. It's not as bulky, I guess, or coarse as the perlite, and you can buy different textures of perlite as well, but the vermiculite promotes, it's supposed to promote faster seed germination and aeration to the soil, and it also is supposed to retain moisture. Perlite, definitely helps with aeration or drainage of the soil, but there's no, my understanding is there's no nutritional value to either one of them. So purchase perlite for drainage, vermiculite to retain moisture, and to also, speed up germination, and especially if you do, 1 part soil, 2 parts vermiculite or perlite or both, that'll help as well. But I just sprinkled a little in here. I'm going to mix it around in the soil right here and use this as my seed starting mix. This is peat moss and vermiculite. Peat moss and vermiculite. You can buy like a big old thing of peat moss at the store for like $8, $9, something like that. And this is good. And I was like, dang, it is so much. And I still have tons of it in my shed, just one big block, and it lasts for a long time. So I'm going to use the rest of that as I prepare my garden outside in the front yard next to the arch trellis. So I'm going to use it to fill the tires a little bit. And I'm also thinking about purchasing some compost. I make my compost, but it's not done yet. And so I'm thinking about, because I'm adding extra, expanding my garden a little bit, thinking about purchasing some compost from the locally. So it doesn't cost a whole lot to do that, but this city charges for everything, so I need to look into that a little bit more. It might be like $16 for 1 to 16 cubic yards of compost here. I haven't found any places yet that I can get compost for free, so I have not found those places yet. Like I said, the city that I live in charges for everything, but this looks really, really good for the seed starting mix. So I'm going to fill these cups up. Again, I'm growing some basil indoors, and I have Genevieve and Genovese, I think is how you pronounce it, and sweet basil. And then I'm also growing some oregano. I have my mind set on growing so I can make some pesto. And by I mean probably my husband. He's the cook in the house. So typically I do not so many seeds in January. It's a little early for my zone. I am in zone 6B, 7-ish, and I claim more 6B than 7 because our winters here are just unpredictable, and but we've had a very, very mild winter this season, and but something like that, 6B, 7, and I'm just excited. I'm excited about growing something, getting my hands back in the soil. It makes me very, very happy to be able to do that. I'm doing these in larger cups. You can see it's styrofoam, and some people may feel some kind of way about that, but you know, I just use it for planting, and they're big, and one reason why I'm doing it in a bigger cup instead of in a smaller one is because with these I don't have to repot or uppot my seedlings once they are, you know, as they're growing. The basil plant should be able to stay in here long enough for me to either get it outside or to use it all. I don't have to uppot again. So that's just a tip for beginner gardeners who you know, want to kind of decrease, or anybody that wants to kind of decrease your work when you're seed starting. So I'm going to start these seeds and then today, and then in about 2 weeks I'm going to start another set, and that is called succession planting. The idea is that as these seedlings are growing, in a couple weeks I'm going to start some more, and they will grow, and we have a continuous harvest of basil and oregano. And so I'm very excited to do this in my daggone basement. I'm just so pumped up, y'all. Got some more room, and very, very excited to use these grow lights. You know, I had one plant under these grow lights. These are Hidden Harvest grow lights. If you have never heard of the channel, please go check it out. I mean, it is absolutely amazing what Brad is doing over there in his grow room, his grow space, in his house with these lights. These are Spectrum grow lights, and something that he created. And you know, I'm so grateful that he sent them my way. It's just really exciting to have these. I only had one plant underneath all of this grow space, and I was like, Letitia, get yourself together. You can't just have one little tomato plant growing. This is a Tiny Tim tomato, and you know, under these beautiful grow lights, and you know, it's just a waste. It's a waste. So why not start some basil and oregano, some herbs, and get that going. And then my seed starters back here, you can notice those cells are really, really small. And so I'm going to use those for my flowers. So in February, the end of February, I will start my flowers, and that's what I'm going to use those for. So, you know, when I was talking about earlier, planting something, you know, in the bigger cups versus those, see, I'm going to have to uppot those, and that's okay, but these were free, and I'm going to use them, but it is more work for me, okay? So versus, you know, starting in these, I may not have to uppot these ever until I'm ready to get them outside, or I'm ready to, you know, harvest from them. I can just harvest from them right in the house. So this option right here, bigger cups, you can do plastic if you want. I don't think styrofoam is recyclable. So that's another reason why some people pick the plastic cups if they do the bigger cups. And that's cool. But this is what I got, and there was 20 of them. So I'm using what I have, which is another thing that I love to do on this channel and in real life, okay? So, but, you know, tomatoes, peppers, melons, all great plants because they're big anyway. They grow really fast. Squashes, excuse me, pumpkins. It's all great to start in these size cups because, you know, you may either have to pop them one time or not at all. You're ready to just plant them when it's time to put them outside in your garden. Of course, little big girl farmer is here. Can you say hello? Hello. We're starting some seeds, right?
And I just turned 4.
Yes, you just turned 4. Yes, you did, my big girl. So we're going to get these seeds started, you all. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will holla at you next time. You know I will. I love y'all. Bye.